If climbing the tallest freestanding mountain in the world is not enough, we'll try hiking through 5 climate changes, including glaciers. Add in the rough terrain and the months of training needed to prepare, and you can't see where you're going. Well, SNN Local News 6 reporter Mia McCormick sat down with a man who is attempting to do all of that. Mia, tell us about him.
You know, it sounds really dangerous, and it is for anyone to try to climb Mount Kilimanjaro, but Craig Kaiser is determined not just to do it for himself, but to do it for all the blind people in Florida. You can call him adventurous, or you can call him crazy, but Craig Kaiser doesn't take no for an answer. 5 years ago, he attempted the 19,000-foot climb that starts in the African jungle and ends at a snow-capped peak. High-altitude sickness stopped his journey 5,000 feet from the top. The 63-year-old suffered from a stroke, but he says this time he's ready for the mountain to bring its worst. Is it about overcoming something specific?
Well, it's proving to myself that I can do it.
Suffering from a hereditary disease that diminishes sight over time, he used to pretend like nothing was wrong, embarrassed by his disability. A helpful mentor taught him how to be blind and independent. But this time, he's climbing for more people than just himself. He's raising money for the Blind Services Foundation of Florida.
And it does email.
Each step he takes carries him closer to putting life-changing technology into the hands of blind people who can't afford it. Blind notes are like laptops for the seeing impaired. Kaiser's goal is to raise a penny for each foot of altitude he climbs. Several weeks ago, a surprise phone call ended with a very special person sponsoring his effort.
I turned to my wife and I said, you know, I was so blown away talking to Stevie Wonder, I forgot to ask him for money. She said, call him back. I said, you can't call Stevie Wonder back. She said, hit redial. So I did.
Stevie Wonder is even trying to arrange to be there when Kaiser starts off in August. It's 60 miles in length and 4 miles up. But for Kaiser, it's a mountain he just has to climb.
I don't deal well with failure. I just don't. And it has stuck in my craw for 5 years, and I'll be darned if that mountain's going to beat me.
Each one of those Blind Notes laptops is about $7,000. So again, Kaiser is trying to raise a penny for every foot of altitude he climbs. And if he makes it the entire way, all the way up to the top, each pledge will be about $190. So very special when Stevie Wonder called him. He said his cell phone just rang out of the blue one day, and he picks it up and says, hello, and the guy on the other end says, I'm Stevie Wonder, and he says, yeah, and I'm Barack Obama. You know, like he didn't believe him. He had to convince him.
His wife said, hit redial.
Yeah, just call him back. Just call him back.
So he called him back, right?
And it worked. Yes, he is sponsoring him. He is now his official sponsor for this hike, and he, like I said, may even be flying out there for the beginning of it.
Terrific. All right, thanks, Mia. It's a great story.